Good morning. This is Darrell Frye, Chairman of your Randolph County Board of Commissioners, and we again are coming to you this Thursday morning as part of our continued development and continued video process to bring information to you, the citizens of Randolph County, relative to what's taking place with the COVID-19 situation here in our county. This morning, I want you to know that you'll be hearing again from Susan Hayes, our Public Health Director, and I encourage you to pay attention to what Susan says to you this morning and in the work and the efforts that she and her department are doing every day. You're also going to hear from Sheriff Seabolt, what he sees and understands and what he's doing as he gets out around the county and what's taking place in the detention center here in Randolph County. We also will hear from Krista Lowe, our Register of Deeds, and again our County Manager Hal Johnson will update you on the various decisions and changes in operation that are taking place here within county government. We have, since I spoke to you Tuesday morning, 4 new cases. One came that same day, and then over last night we had 3 more cases here in Randolph County. They are more spread out than the first 3 cases that we have had. So it just continues to show that all of us are being affected by what takes place here. I know that all of you are aware of what other local governments around us are doing, and we're all in this thing together. 25,000 people a day leave Randolph County to go to Guilford and a smaller number for Forsyth County to work. It affects our lives. My wife works at a mill in High Point. Yesterday afternoon, she was notified of a 3-week layoff at her job. Commissioner David Allen works for a company in Greensboro that's also part of the stay-at-home initiative that Guilford County adopted just yesterday. And so, whatever we do here locally, these folks' lives are going to change already by decisions that are made outside of Randolph County, and they will affect each one of us. I just say to you, please practice self-discipline. Government can stay out of your life if you practice safe health, safe practices. Don't go anywhere that's not necessary. Stay away from large gatherings of people. Do all that you can to prevent and to delay the spread of this virus here in Randolph County. I thank you all again. I also want to say to you this morning that we will announce today, and we have developed on behalf of the Randolph County Board of Commissioners, a proclamation to establish Monday, April the 6th, as a county-wide day of prayer. If we ever needed prayer, it is at this time. We pray for you, and I ask, on behalf of our Board of Commissioners, all these folks that are working for you every day, I ask that you pray for us. And we will go through this together, and we'll come out on the other side to be a better county and a stronger county and a more unified county. Thank all of you again for what you do. God bless Randolph County and all of our citizens. Thank you.
Hi, Susan Hayes with Public Health. Today we learned we have 3 more laboratory confirmed cases of coronavirus in Randolph County. That brings our total to 6 cases as of this minute. The governor notified us yesterday that we have our first 2 deaths in North Carolina. And I cannot reiterate enough that you have to take personal responsibility. You have to follow the social distancing recommendations that you've been hearing all of us talk about. It's a must. You have to do it. Please stay home if possible. Work from home if your employer will allow that. And if you're sick, stay home from work. Only go out when it's absolutely necessary. If you become sick and are afraid that you have COVID-19 or coronavirus, call your provider, isolate yourself, and stay at home. If you are a contact to someone with coronavirus or a contact to someone who's been sick, home quarantine and monitor your symptoms. The symptoms you're looking for are symptoms of a fever or a temperature that is 100.4 degrees or higher, a cough, and shortness of breath. If you experience any of those symptoms, please isolate yourself and call your doctor. If you have any questions that public health can help you with regarding coronavirus, please call our hotline at 336-318-6227. And remember, it's up to all of us to protect the public's health. Thank you and take care.
The Sheriff's Office is continuing to work very hard during this time of uncertainty. We are experiencing a period of time where all county entities must work together as a team to ensure that the citizens of this county are our first priority. I'm here today to update you on the operations of the Sheriff's Office. Our office hours have now changed from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are continuing to process gun permits to accommodate the needs of those wanting to purchase. We are, by appointment only, delivering concealed carry permit renewals. In addition, we have shut down all fingerprinting needs due to the transmission of the virus. Some school resource officers are assisting the school system by delivering meals to children. Our Archdale office has shut down temporarily during this pandemic. We will open it back up at a later time. We have reallocated manpower to increase our patrol division so that we can answer the needs of the many citizens in a timely manner. We have assigned some employees to work from home to reduce the spread of this virus. Our employees are continuing to work with not only the threat of violence against them, but with concerns of coming in contact with someone who can infect them. We are providing our deputies with the personal protective equipment needed to allow the safeguard from contracting this virus. Our priority will always be for the citizens of this great county, and we will not be discouraged by this pandemic. We have added many safeguards to the operation of the detention center to prevent the virus from infecting the inmates and also our officers. All visitation was closed to the public last week during the prelude of this pandemic. We are now interviewing all arrestees and officers who enter our facility. They're all interviewed, screened, with their body temperature checked upon entering the walls of our detention center. Our hopes and prayers are to keep the virus from entering the facility and infecting those there. I, along with the commissioners and other department heads, have been working diligently from the beginning to develop a plan of action to minimize the impact on our community. In closing, I ask you to be very careful as to what you read on social media. There are many inaccuracies that can be blown way out of proportion. Before you believe the latest news on social media, please call the COVID-19 hotline at 336-318-6227, Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. If you need to contact the Sheriff's Office, please call 336-318-6699 and you will receive correct and accurate information that will help you during this time. I ask you to keep a check on your neighbors, especially those most vulnerable. Our senior citizens are such a valuable resource to us. Let's help those that struggle to help themselves. Please continue to pray for our officers and citizens during this difficult time. As with any hardship that we may endure, it will bring us closer together and make us stronger than before. I am very honored to be your sheriff. I ask that you be safe and God bless.
Hello, I'm Krista Lowe, the Register of Deeds for Randolph County. In accordance with the federal, state, and local state of emergency, the Randolph County Register of Deeds Office has taken the following actions to promote social distancing strategies to slow the spread of COVID-19. We have established policies such as teleworking on a rotation basis and online services in order to be able to increase the physical distance between employees and their customers. For the duration of this pandemic, all certified copies of vital records, which includes births, deaths, and marriages, may be purchased online or through the mail. The issuance of marriage licenses and notary oaths will be available by appointment only during the hours of 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. These services must be in person because we have to verify each person's identity. For appointments, you can contact our office by calling 336-318-6960. For the marriage licenses, you must apply online at www.randrod.com. We ask that only the couple be present for the issuance of these licenses. Funeral homes are asked to submit their requests for death certificates through our online portal or fax requests for certified copies. We will contact them once the orders have been processed so they can pick them up, or we can mail the copies if requested. For the real estate recordings, we are highly encouraging electronic recording and sending the documents through the mail. These customers will not see any change in operations. We also have a station set up for anyone that would like to record in person. The hours for the online and in-office recordation of the real estate documents will continue to be from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. The Registered Deeds Office is taking proactive actions in order to be able to serve our citizens, and we will continue to be committed in providing all of our services in a safe yet effective way for the duration of this pandemic and going forward. Thank you.
Every minute of every day, somewhere in Randolph County, a county government representative is interacting with our citizens. You have heard today from County Commissioner Chairman Darrell Frye, Sheriff Greg Seabolt, our Health Director Susan Hayes, and our Register of Deeds Krista Lowe. The COVID-19 crisis means that extra precautions must be taken in order to ensure the safety of our employees and the citizens that we serve. It is imperative that we continue to take steps now to ensure the continuation of essential county services. Our Randolph County departments have gone through this process and altered their business functions to minimize public contact while still providing needed services. The health and safety of our employees and our citizens are of utmost importance as we strive to continue providing uninterrupted service. Behind me is the Emergency Operations Center for the Randolph County Emergency Services Department. You see behind me public health nurses, you see emergency services professionals monitoring this situation, responding to phone calls that are coming in from the citizens. This is a serious condition that we are all facing together as a community. County departments in Randolph County are taking proactive steps to preserve the public's health, safety, and well-being. All departments are practicing social distancing and are sanitizing workstations and shared areas frequently. Lobby capacities have been limited to 10 people or less. We may take further action soon to even further reduce the numbers of people who are interacting with our employees. But I still want to emphasize to you that the continuation of county services is primary in our responsibilities to you. I want to go over very briefly some of the actions being taken by our county departments to let you know some of the changes that have taken place, and these may evolve over time. The tax department, all in-person meetings have been canceled with any appeals postponed. Additional enforced collections have been halted until May the 1st. Tax foreclosure sales are postponed. Interactions with customers are behind the glass barrier only, but we may take action within the next 24 hours to further reduce actual interaction between individuals in our tax department. Real property appraisers are performing review work by street view only. Our cooperative extension service, all in-person programming has been canceled or postponed for at least 60 days. Video resources and programs are being made available by the state for agents to share, and you'll be getting more information about that. Dropbox for soil and other samples are being provided to limit contact between individuals, and this is critical in the time of this coronavirus. Our social services has canceled all non-essential meetings. Asheboro and Archdale offices are closed to in-person traffic. Updated the website and with electronic links for service applications has been implemented. We've asked the parents to voluntarily agree to cease in-person visitations. Our building inspections department has restricted public access to the lobby only. Actual public access may be limited even further in the future. We've sealed off permitting technicians' workspace from the public lobby. by using plastic wrap to cover the voice areas in the protective glass to minimize air transmissions. All inspectors are performing live remote inspections to reduce physical contact. The public library, all in-person programming has been suspended. Phone service and curbside pickup is available currently. All incoming materials are quarantined for 72 hours. Engagement with the school-aged children via the live stream story times is continuing at this time, and staggered staff scheduling has been implemented. The Planning and Zoning Department, all public meetings, included public hearings associated with rezoning and zoning issues, have been canceled. Public access is restricted to the front counter only, and this may be severely limited within the next 24 hours. Our child support services, group interviews have been canceled. We've notified clients not to come to court, and minimum court cases are being held. At the Board of Elections, a drop box station just inside the door for registration or updates has been provided, and the offices have been closed to the public. The Veterans Office has closed the office to the public, and a drop box outside the door for paperwork that our veterans wish to leave to our Veteran Services officials. The juvenile day recording, all internal classes have been suspended, and the lobby is closed to the public. Emergency services, callers are asked if they or anyone present has flu-like symptoms. There is restricted visitor access and canceled tours and demonstrations in our emergency services facility. They're working hard to implement a protocol of not transporting patients with flu-like symptoms unless they are absolutely critical. Our Animal Services Department, many people forget the county's responsibilities to protect our animals in Randolph County, and we expect Tuesday to have an update from our Animal Services staff on actions that have been taken to still protect the animals that are within our custody, and I think you will have a very good update in detail on that this coming Tuesday when we have our next updated video. The Public Health Department, in addition to so many other areas, their client screening prior to them entering the building has been implemented. When calling to confirm patient appointments, patients are asked if they have flu-like symptoms. A drop box for vital records has been implemented. We only see emergency cases in the dental clinic, and the environmental health, food, and lodging is providing consultative and complaint-based visits in lieu of regular inspections. All non-essential meetings and/or meetings are now being canceled or handled by telephone. And again, I stress that this is the county's ability and efforts to reduce contact between individuals during this time of the coronavirus. And I reference again behind me is the Operations Center from our Department of Emergency Services. And what you see behind me are the dedicated staff of public health nurses and emergency services workers who are working for you to provide you information and to provide our county and our officials and you with updated information as the events related to the coronavirus continue to develop. Thank you.